Hello, welcome to another Gaming Fusion tutorial. Today I'm going to be going over with you how to install Windows 8 alongside Mac OS X and Windows 7. So you can have 3 operating systems on your MacBook, not just 2. Now, if you're running this, I'm going to have one step later on that's going to depend on if you have a line or not. But the first thing we got to do is we got to go to Disk Utility. And after we get into Disk Utility, we're going to click on the hard drive, not on the partitions, but the hard drive, and we're going to click on Partition. Now here, you can adjust the size of your partition on the fly. You can make it as big or as small as you want. And so let's say I want to make mine 504.94 gigs. Then I click Apply, and it will resize it to that amount. But I'm just going to make it. I already have it set to 500. My Bootcamp is set to 101, and then whatever space is remaining is set for Windows 8. Bootcamp is my normal Windows 7, and Windows 8 is right in here. All right. So after you have that, now it's time to go over into Windows. So I'm going to be using different screen capturing software because VMWARE Fusion isn't working right now. And I'll see you guys over there. All right, people. Well, hello and welcome to this is the next part of installing Windows 7 on your Mac, your Mac, iMac or MacBook Pro or whatever you have. So next thing we want to do is we want to open up VMware Fusion here. There we go. Never register. Close the virtual machine. We don't need it open. Okay, so I already have it running. Well, I already have a copy of it running, but I'm going to create a new one just for you guys. All right, so just to show you the installation process. So we're going to go here, we're going to create new, all right? And we're going to go next. And we want to choose our Windows 8 ISO. Or if you're, this is doing it on, so I'm going to show you 2 different ways all at once. So if you're doing it on a virtual machine, you're going to choose your ISO, or you're going to have the disk in, or if you have it burned onto the disk, you can put the disk in, and you can do it that way as well. But we're going to do this, and we are going to click Continue. This is, you want to make it a Microsoft Windows 7 x64 version of Microsoft Windows. Hey people, just stopping the video there for a second. I should have explained something a little bit more. Now, depending on what OS or what version you download, 64-bit or 30-bit is going to depend if you pick Windows 7 or Windows 7 x64. That's just something I needed to add in there. So I guess we'll get back to the video. And I'm just going to customize these settings. I'm just going to give it 2 cores and half my RAM. That's usually what you should go by, is that. And you can pick your hard disk space. 60 gigs is fine for this demonstration. And we're good in there, and we can close that. Now, it's going to have it up here, and we're just going to minimize this. We're going to actually go full screen with this. View, full screen. There, let's put it in full screen view for us. Now we're booting up Windows 8, the installer for Windows 8. So I'm going to be showing you how to actually install this. On how you actually install Windows 8 on your MacBook. Because this is part of the installation process, I should have it. Excuse me. All right, so we're going here, and we're ready to go. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna click Next, and we're gonna click Install, as usual. This hasn't changed. This is going to be a little bit slower because I am screen capturing this at the same time while I'm recording as I'm setting this up. So I'm using a lot of resources here. Really putting my MacBook through its paces. So we're going to click Next. We're going to click Custom. Now you're going to have your hard drive. Now, if you're installing this on your hard drive, like beside Windows and in your Mac between Mac beside Mac and Windows 7, you're going to see your partition, which I'll just create the partition here just so you can see what it is. So it's going to create, yes. So you're going to have a partition. You're not going to have this reserved. Delete that. I don't need it. And we'll actually click on this. Well, either way, you're going to have your partition is going to be called Windows 8. You're also going to have your Windows 7 partition, which is going to say Bootcamp. And then you're also going to have another partition, which is your Mac partition. All right. And you'll have another one, which is 200 meg EFI boot. But whatever you set your partition to, that's when you want to pick. Naming it Windows 8 differentiates it as well. It's probably like the third one down the list. So if you want to go and select that, and you should be able to click Next. If you can't, then delete the partition. It'll be unallocated space. Click on it, and then click Next. Now it's going to copy the Windows files, and now it's going to expand them. This is what's going to take a fairly long time. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to get out of full screen here just for a moment. As you can see, it's very slow. Since this is going to take a while, so I'm going to pause and we'll come back when this is completed. It's going to install the features and everything, and then it's going to want to reboot. All right. So we will. I gotta find my mouse. So we will be back. All right, people. So we're back here. It's just preparing itself. It's already installed the features, updates, and it's completed the rest of the installation. So we're just getting back here to it. It's getting everything ready, and we're actually almost done our installation already. All right. So we just gotta wait for this to finish itself up, and we will continue on with this video. One thing I just want to note, actually a few things I want to tell you about Windows 8. So far, it's been running. It runs a hell of a lot better than Windows 7. Actually, this past little bit, I've been using Windows 8 or Windows Developer Preview more than Windows 7. I haven't touched Windows 7 really, except for when I wanted to do some quick Visual Studio. Some quick C#, but so it's going here. We're getting somewhere finally. I'm just gonna go back into full screen mode here. There we go. This is really bogging down the performance on my Mac here. So I'm hoping this video comes out all right. It should. I don't know why it wouldn't, but well, there you go. It's like it was on speed or something there. Raced right through it there. Yeah, so the install process usually doesn't take too long. I got like 3 rounds of Street Fighter 4 in on my iTouch, which as you can see is very cracked up. So it's preparing now. It does a lot of this stuff of restarting and doing something else, and restarting and doing something else, and restarting and doing something else. And then after this, I'll be making another video showing you features of Windows 8. Some that I actually just found last night. Oh boy, it's the bad thing about using a VM, and things usually take just a little bit longer, especially when you're recording at the same time. I'm not sure if using ScreenFlow of 3 is making it any better, but no, we have our normal terms of use, terms of service. Click that, and now we're gonna get going here. So first thing, we're gonna name it. So I'm gonna name this tutorial PC. And I'm just gonna click next. And you can go custom, but usually just go express and everything will be set up for you. Now here, it's gonna ask you to log in with your Windows Live. I'm not going to, because you guys don't need to see my information or anything like that. So I'm just going to go, don't want to. If you don't have a Windows Live ID, you don't have to do this. You don't have to, you can just click don't want to log on with a Windows Live ID. Oh my god, this is really slow. There we go. Now we're going to go local account. And I'm just going to type in, let's call it tutorials. If I could spell, that would be awesome. Password, 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 password. Is my password hint. And we're going to click next. Now, if you did the Windows Live, it would ask you for your password. It would verify, and then it would give you the. It would verify that that's the account you wanted to use, and then you click. It's gonna create the account, and then it's gonna go to the screen. So as soon as I finish up, and now we're gonna be getting into Windows 8. Just logging me in here. Well, as you can see, we've installed it, and we've created our partitions and all that stuff. So this is actually going to be the end of this video tutorial. I'll be showing you what's in Windows Developer Preview in the next video. That's what we'll be working on then. So this is Gaming Fusion Video Tutorials. Peace.